Hi, jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, December 22nd. Sorry for the wet hair, no makeup, etc. I'm getting ready to go to work. Actually, I had a half day today, so I'll be going into work this afternoon, and I was just in the process of doing that when I remembered it was Tuesday. So I don't have a lot to show you, but I can show you what I've been doing this morning. And that was baking these beautiful cookies. I was at the grocery store Saturday morning, and I always look at the manager special shelf because they have stuff that they're trying to unload really fast, and so they have it really cheap. And they had some Duncan Hines white cake mixes for like 49 cents or something. So I grabbed a couple, and then I grabbed a bag of, I hadn't planned to do any baking this holiday season. And then I thought, you know, I've got some time off here and there this next week. I'll bring some to work. So that way I won't eat them all at home. So I've done cake mix cookies before. It was sort of my go-to when Phoebe was young and we had to send cookies for things at school because it was so easy and fast. And when you're working full-time and you have a little kid at home, when you are at home, you don't really have time to be doing a lot of baking. So this was one of those things that I was on the back of a cake mix box at one point, and I tried it, and they're really awesome. So I decided to give it a go, even though I hadn't made them in years. I also bought a bag of Hershey's Special Dark Kisses, and someone last year in my gift bag that had a holiday gift in it included a package of holiday colored, you know, the cookie and cake decor sprinkles and things. So that's where the sprinkles and stuff came from. Yeah, so that plate is going with me to work. I have another plate ready to go with another 2 dozen or so to my husband's work. And then we have a bin full of what's left. The ones that weren't quite as pretty are staying at home for us to nom on later. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing this morning. And then other holiday type things. One of my coworkers gave me this fun little, she used this as a gift bag. It's basically, it was a brand new sewing kit, you know, where the lid lifts up and all that. And the top is a pin cushion. Inside, she gave me a gift card to the local quilt store that's nearby, Quilt Works, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so what I decided to do is, since I have both machines, the Singer and the Kenmore set up, I decided to set this up just for my Kenmore. So I took out all the little doodads that came with it, stuck those in the bottom for when I need them, and I put like all of my feet and bobbins, empty bobbins and things like that. And then on the bottom I have thread and bobbins that are already made up with the Kenmore size bobbins because they're different from the Singer. And I put a bunch of pins in the top. So now I have a kit ready to go that I keep next to the Kenmore, so I don't have to go back and forth for stuff that I forgot to bring over there. So I thought that was pretty cool. The only thing I've been working on is I Want to Believe, the X-Files Stitch and Quilt Along. I'm in the process of doing one of the paper piece blocks, and so I can't show you that. And I've done some embroidery for that as well, but I can't show you that either. So, sorry. I think, and then one last thing is I think I mentioned in August, I decided, this fall, I decided to join a local community chorus, women's community chorus, called the New Mexico Women's Chorus. I decided to join it. It's a non-audition chorus. It's been a lot of fun. There's been more work involved than I had originally planned, so I'm still debating whether I'm going to stay in there or not. But we have a uniform we have to wear for concerts, and they buy the fabric, they keep bolts of fabric, and then they'll give you the fabric that you need, but you have to find a pattern, and you have to hire someone to make you a shirt, or you have to make it yourself. They were kind of late getting that info to the new members this year. I had to finally ask, what do we wear at the concerts? Like, how do we get that taken care of? And Anyway, they brought in the fabric. They brought in some shirts that people that were like former chorus members or people that aren't participating this season have turned back into the chorus to use for someone else. I took one of those blouses, which thankfully purple is a good color for me, but I took one of those blouses. Unfortunately, the only one they gave me, it was the lavender, which is fine. I look fine in lavender. I'm not concerned about that, and it doesn't really matter because it's required, but it was completely unfinished. Like, this is what, there are no hems. It's just raw fabric at the edge. I guess they tucked it in. I can only assume that whoever used it tucked it in. I mean, they're raw on the inside, and there's no, like, fasten. There's no way to hook it in the front. I'm assuming they just safety pinned it in the front. I suppose that would be alright. However, I found like a stain that maybe they spilled something, or I don't think it's a sweat stain because it's in a weird spot. So I'm thinking they spilled something on themselves and couldn't get it completely out. And you know how light fabric is, you know, it's hard to get that discoloration out. So I don't want to wear this. And our concert's January 16th, and I'm doing a solo completely by myself rather than like during one of the, I'm doing one during one of the chorus songs, but I'm doing a song completely by myself playing my guitar. And yeah, so I had them bring the bolt of fabric. All they have, they're out of the lavender fabric. All they have left is the dark purple, which again looks fine on me. I don't have a problem with that. It's broadcloth, so obviously not my favorite thing to work with. I just got done washing it. I had them give me just a hair over 2 yards, and then there's an extra bit at the end that someone cut weird, that I figured I could use on part of the sleeves or facing or something. So I've got to I got to decide on a pattern. It's got to be something I can use. I'm going to be accompanying myself on my guitar, so the sleeves have to be something that I'm comfortable playing my guitar in. I have swatches of both the lavender and the purple fabric, and I've been taking them to all my favorite thrift stores. I even went to JCPenney and a couple of department stores, and I have not been able to match the color in a cotton shirt so that I could get away with just buying one and pretending like I made it. Yeah, so because they said it has to be custom made. Which is ridiculous. If I can match the color, I'm totally buying a shirt. I will make sure it's cotton, you know, lightweight cotton like this is. They won't know the difference. But so far I've had no luck. So I did bring the fabric home. I washed it. I have a pattern here that's actually for a pajama top that I was thinking might work. But I found one when I was doing a search online that looked fairly simple. I don't like sewing from patterns. I'm really not a fan. I would go the route of hiring someone in the chorus to sew, but if the shirt that they gave me is any example of how those are made, I'm really not interested. So I don't know who made them. I don't know where this came from, but I'm not going to wear that shirt. So I hate to sound like a snob, but you know, come on, finish the hems at least. I mean, seriously. You know, at the worst case scenario, you know, you could serge the hem. So anyway. That's where we are with that. So I'll let you know how that's going. That's at least something I can show you as I make progress on that. That's at least something I can show because it's not secret. So if you celebrate Christmas, this Friday is Christmas. I hope you get to spend some time with your loved ones. I have the day off. My husband has the day off. My daughter is out of classes in between semesters. So we'll be here hanging out, probably watching some TV. Enjoying some pasta, probably some yummy pasta dinner, and yeah, and just enjoying spending time together. So I hope you all get to do that too. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope I get to see you guys next week, and maybe we'll do maybe I'll do like a year-end roundup or something. Who knows? Yeah, so everybody have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye!